YouTube, what's up? I am doing this on my phone because I'm way too lazy to take out my computer and everything, but I totally forgot that we were doing the real talk thing today. Me and Katie decided we were going to do it on self-harm. That's a very serious topic, which is, of course, why it's being put in this episode thingy, and let's get to that. Okay, so this topic, as I've said, is a very serious topic, and a lot of people have been going through such things, and a lot of people are going through such things. A lot of people have recovered from it, a lot of people still do it. And it's a very serious topic because it's not a healthy way to get out your anger, and it's not a healthy way to get that momentary feeling of peace. You know, it's not a healthy way to live your life. It's not healthy to have to do that to go through your life. It's not healthy. My guess is Katie chose this topic is because we both have gone through such things. We both know what it's like to rely on that, what it's like to always think about it, and we know how that is, and so she decided we'd do this one. I'm not sure what we're doing next week, but this week we're doing this, and she'll post probably when she gets out of school, which I think this is her last period of the day, so I don't know. Even if I did go to school today, I would already be out by now, so but she'll also post her regular daily video, well, not daily, every other day video too as well, because that's what we decided. Okay, serious. Be serious. Okay. Self-harm is an addiction. As many people will try and say it is not, it is. It gives the same mind, whatever, as any addiction would do. So, just like with drugs and alcohol, your mind becomes reliant on it. Your mind thinks, oh, this is something and it makes me feel better. It makes me forget about what I want to forget. So, maybe I should just do this all the time. You know, that's what it does. Your mind is thinking, maybe I feel better once. What happened if I did it again? Would I feel the same way? You know, would everything still happen? How it happened, you know? Would I feel great again? Would I feel on top of the world again? Even just for those 2 measly seconds? Would it feel great again, you know? And then you do it again and you're like, oh shit, it did. Oh my god, I finally found something that, when did that come? But when did I finally found something that, oh my god, it makes me feel better. Like there's something out there that can make me feel better? Shit. And then you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. It's just something because your mind's set to where, oh my gosh, this makes me feel better, this calms me down. So that must mean that it's something I'm supposed to do. But it's not. You think it is, just like drugs and alcohol, but it's not. Just like with drugs and alcohol, it's not a healthy alternative. But many people don't care that it's not a healthy alternative because most commonly they're also suicidal, so in which they don't care it's unhealthy. They want to die anyway, so they don't give a fuck. And so that's what they do. And then there are others that don't do it to die, they do it to stop the pain. They do it to calm themselves down when they've had like panic attacks and stuff. They do these things to calm themselves down, while others, yes, do it to hopefully die someday. But you just never know. So if you see scars on someone's arm or legs, don't just automatically assume they're cutters or they're ex-cutters, because that's not something to mention. Even if you're close friends with someone, that's not something you mention. It's just not. Especially if you never talk to a person and suddenly they're like, oh my god, what happened to your arm? Like, why is it so scarred up? Did you cut yourself? And then, like, that person's gonna want to stab you in the goddamn eye. Like, I've had that happen to me just yesterday. It's like, excuse you? like, who the fuck gave you the right to come up to me? And I've only talked to you about once. I've hung out with you once. And you come up to me during PE. You grab my arm. I don't like being touched. You should be aware of this, just like everyone else in this goddamn school is aware of it. I don't like being touched. And then you proceed to look at my arm and ask me if I cut myself. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a bit obvious. I'm not sure if you can see them or not, but I mean, with the way the screen is. Like, there's not many over on this one, but... No, I mean, I guess it could be a bit obvious, but you don't mention it. If I wanted you to know, I'd tell you. If I wanted you to know, you'd know. Probably not, actually, because I probably would not be willing to tell anybody. But my point being is you shouldn't go and ask someone that. You shouldn't grab, especially if you know they don't like being touched, you don't grab their arm and ask them about it. You don't, you know? And it's really annoying when some people do that. And then his friends started joining in. I'm just like, fuck you guys. I'm like, really, I'm 2 seconds away from stabbing you bitches in the eye. You know, and like, I was getting pissed off. I was like, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. No, I don't. Just leave me the fuck alone. You know, I was getting pissed. And then my friend saw me getting pissed off, and she was like, what's going on? And then I told her, and she was like, oh, hell no. Like, she's short. She's about 5 foot. 5'2", no, 5'1", roughly in that area. And she doesn't look very intimidating, but if you know her, you know she is very intimidating. And they apparently didn't, because they continued. They were just like, nope, we don't give a fuck, and they just kept doing it. I was like, and at that point, I didn't know if I was going to burst out in tears or if I was going to burst out and punch them. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, because part of me wanted to cry, the other part of me wanted to kill them. Because I was really bad. I'm already insecure about scars and everything, and then they go out and point them out like that and say that, and I'm just like, oh shit, is it really that obvious about what happened? Like, fuck. So I started hiding them, and my friends was like, no, don't hide them, you'll make them think you have something to hide. I'm like, but I do. Like, I do have something to hide. She's like, well, don't let them think that. I was like, but I don't want them to see them. I don't want anybody to see them. Because I hadn't really thought about how obvious they were until they were pointed out. I'm like, oh shit, they're really obvious. That, like, people can tell what happened. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna hide these for the rest of my life, and hopefully someday they'll fade away, but until they don't, I'm just gonna hide them. And so, they just continued on, and Sarah just kept me by her side, and we stuck together that whole time, because she's my best friend. Well, she's one of my best friends. I mean, Katie's my best friend too, but she doesn't live here. But Sarah stuck by me that whole time. She was there, and she kept telling me, you know, it's okay, don't cover your arms, it's okay. He's just being a douche, it's okay, you know. And, like, this person had been nice to me before, and I'm just like, are you doing this purposefully? Like, are you purposefully trying to hurt me? Because you were being so nice, and now suddenly you're just a jerk. But it's not like that ruined my whole day or anything. I mean, it was 6th period, so I was just like, you know, whatever, who cares, you know. And then after that is when that actually, at that moment, in that time category, that category frame, 6th period, is when the whole incident that I talked about yesterday with the girl trying to commit suicide, that's when that all happened. It was like during that time. It's like I was going through a bad time, she was going through a bad time. Let's go through bad times together, you know? Let's go through them together. But, so, yeah, that's what happened. I'm not really sure what else to say on this topic. I'm not really good with this topic. It's a very awkward topic for me. But I want you all to know you need to stay strong. I know it's hard. I know it's a difficult thing to do, but you need to do it. Even if you want to die, you need to kind of think about it. Nothing lasts forever. You will get out of this. Anything that's making you upset right now, maybe in a few years, it won't. Maybe in a few years, whatever is pissing you off will be gone. And if it's because of a job or something, look for other jobs. And if you find one, quit, you know? Like, there's always a solution to any problem you have. Even if it feels like there's nothing, it's usually depression that is talking, or anxiety that says, there's nothing I can do. I'm stuck here for the rest of my life. The truth is there's always something that you can do. Even if it takes time, even if it takes years, even if it takes 4 years, there's always something that can happen. There's always something you can do. You just have to plan ahead. And plan all your fucking life to get out of whatever hell you are in. Because trust me, someday you'll get out of there. And someday you'll be happy. But don't eliminate the possibility of you being happy. Don't eliminate that possibility. As long as you're alive, there's that possibility that you'll be happy someday. But if you die, if you kill yourself, then there will no longer be that possibility. You'll be a floating ghost, floating through the world, not knowing what the fuck you're doing, and you can't take it back. You'll never be able to take it back. I know it feels bad now. I know it feels horrible now. I know it feels like your only option. But there's always another solution. And so, stay strong. Think ahead. Take time to just go into a quiet room and think. If I wait this out and I see what happens, like for instance, if you're in high school, say you have like 3 more years of high school left, you're just like, okay, I have 3 more years until I'm 18. Once I'm 18, I can legally leave. You know, I can legally get out of here. I can legally go. I can just go. And I don't have to tell anyone. Once I graduate, I'm done. Done. Or if your situation's really bad, you got however many years till you're 16. When I turn 16, I'll get emancipated. Things like that, you know. It's like, because you can get emancipated at age 16, depending on your situation. And so then you're just like, okay, you know, I'm 16. Once I turn 16, I'm able to get emancipated and I'll be out on my own. I'll be able to be away from here and I'll be able to do what I want. You know, things like that. But just keep yourself, you know, thoughtful for that. But of course, you can get emancipated earlier depending on what state you live in. I think California is like 13 or something. I don't know. You'll have to look that up. But, you know, just go through that. And anything that will make you feel better. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. But as long as it's done in a healthy manner. Cutting self-harm is not a healthy, it's not a healthy thing to do. As much as it seems that it is the only option, as much as it seems like it's the perfect option, it's not. You will regret it. You will. Because you'll look at them and you'll just think, oh my God, what was I thinking? I could have just done this. I could have just done that. Why did I choose to do that? Now my body is scarred for the rest of my life. What the fuck was I thinking? Like, why? You'll regret it. Now it may seem like the perfect option. But when you get older and you stop, you're healthy again, and you're looking back on it, you won't see it as a bad, you'll see it as a bad part of your life, but you won't see it as a horrible part of your life, as a part where you majorly regret having that time of your life. You'll just regret how you treated it, what you did as a result of it. You'll look back and think, why couldn't I just handle this in a different way? Why is it doing this? But you won't regret the scars. You won't want to take them away because they still are a part of your life, and you realize that, like, yeah, they're a part of my life. I went through this. I'm not going to lie and say I didn't. I'm not going to lie and say that my life was perfect, I did these things. I'm ashamed of these things, but I'm not going to hide these things. But the road to recovery is a very difficult one, and it doesn't matter how many hours, how many minutes, how many seconds, how many freaking days, weeks, months, years you are clean. If you're clean for however long, that's good enough. You can go as long as you can go without cutting. You're doing great. Even if you slip up, that does not mean you're a fuck up. If you slip up, so what? You slipped up a little, you relapsed. Everyone does it. Everyone relapses sometimes. You just have to know that what you did isn't healthy, and what you did is bad. But you did it, so what? Now what? You try again. You don't just give up because you relapsed. You try again, and this time you get more disciplined. You get more strength. You get more grit to just fight through it. And learn that sometimes you just gotta stay strong. I gotta go. I'm hearing noises. I gotta go, so peace out. Like, comment, subscribe, and